Hey, this is IndigoMusic.com. I'm Rohit, and there is a very serious topic that we want to talk today, and that is keeping ourselves healthy amidst all the pollution. The AQI in Nama Bengaluru is on the rise, and Delhi is, of course, beyond saving. But what are some of the effects that this pollution on a human body? Well, to talk to us more about that, I've got Dr. Suhasini with me. Doctor, good morning. Welcome to IndigoMusic.com.
Hi Rohit, good morning.
Doctor, quickly tell me, where do you work? What do you do?
Well, I'm an assistant professor at Kempegowda Institute of Medical Sciences in Bangalore.
Okay.
I am an ENT surgeon per se, and I've been also practicing in South Bangalore from almost last 6 years, maybe. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. And I want to talk to you about Bangalore's air quality. It's getting worse, and we are all damaging our throats in one way or the other, even including our lungs. So, what do you have to say about that?
Well, as we all know, air pollution is a huge deal. Yes, of
Yeah.
course, it's a big crisis that we are dealing with this moment. And honestly, I mean, well, I don't think it's any secret anymore. Yes, we are getting affected. Then there is a slow, unperceptive injury we are all, going through. Yes, it is something that we have to be understanding that it's damaging us. Yeah.
Right, and with people often blaming weather for falling sick. It's suddenly become cold, so we're falling sick. Our mask. Do you think mask after COVID, this should have continued?
Yeah, as in, see, like I think you mentioned something about air quality index earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, Bangalore, we fall somewhere in between 50 to 100.
Yeah.
Like most of the places that we are at, we are ranging between 70 to 100.
Correct.
So just understanding 0 to 50 is where we are breathing good air.
Yeah.
50 to 100 is where we are breathing, a little affected air. But the ones who are susceptible individuals are the ones who are more affected in this kind of an AQI. And
As
most of
I
the places
As I check right now, the
yeah,
AQI where I'm right now in Indranagar is 92. So I think that should be okay, right?
yeah, that is what I said. So
Yeah.
if at all a susceptible individual is the one who is going to be affected by this, like when I say susceptible individuals are the ones who are probably, allergic, or, whose immune system is down, who are already asthmatic. Yeah, they are the ones who are going to be affected. Yes, of course, mask does really help them.
Right. And from a medical standpoint, I want to know, does shifting to a cleaner city reverse the damage done in ENT, or do pollutants leave lasting effects on a human body?
Primarily, yes, again, as I said, the individuals who are being affected, we need to understand how are they getting affected. Of course, is it hampering their daily routine? Are they falling ill repeatedly? And is it causing a lasting impact on them? Yes, not all would be, affected, of course. So again, as I mentioned, reversible, no, I don't think it can reverse it. But there are symptoms which can certainly better up.
Hmm.
Like say if they have been having repeated cough, repeated allergies, they are being susceptible to probably falling ill time and again and having a lot of exacerbations of asthma. Yes, of course, all of that can be certainly controlled,
Hmm.
but reversible, no, these micro damages, not really.
Right. Because a
But
lot of
as
people
you're
are.
asking me, will it help them changing their cities? Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
you're saying moving to maybe a remote place in a cleaner environment
In a
is
bigger city, yeah, they will be at least help. It will be helping their daily health and daily to at least pursue their daily activity. Yes, because we do have a lot of individuals who come up to us who are getting upset even mentally because of this.
better.
Because they need to take off from their work repeatedly. It's not easy to explain back at work. They are unable to go back to work, and it might not be someone that maybe I'm not. Facing it, but it's not an easy issue for someone who is facing it. And I just yesterday I had an individual who said, "Ma'am, I am getting really upset because of this." He was probably somewhere from Pune. He was very happy, but he's been shifted to Bangalore, and he's mentioning in the last 2 years that he's in Bangalore. He's having a lot of this. I did suggest to him saying, if it's possible for you to go back to your own city, maybe if that's a possibility, I think you should suggest considering that is what I actually
Yeah,
advise.
because I think with this pollution and dust, even I have my tenants who, he works in Bellandur, and because
Yeah,
Bellandur is so dusty, so much of pollution, because
absolutely.
travels every day from Kanakpura Road, where my apartment is, to Bellandur, so that he could stay away from, his wife has asthma. So, like you were saying,
Right.
I think changing your place or going to a cleaner, greener environment, I think will definitely help. Now, before I let you go, Dr. Suhasini, I want to ask you, what is that one underrated but effective thing that all Bangaloreans can do daily to protect themselves from, this toxic air?
Well, quite frankly, I wouldn't say one, but there are a couple couple of them which I would like to probably convey out here.
Sure.
Maybe building our immunity per se up. Like, how are we going to do? First is taking good food. That is probably diet rich in vitamin C, magnesium, omega fatty acids, and having some indoor plants maybe. I mean, of course, I can't say go plant everywhere outside your houses, but if that's a possibility, great. But at least having what can we help ourselves having indoor plants, maybe like an aloe vera plant, spider plants, etc. Hydrating ourselves well every day, keeping ourselves well hydrated, because that actually keeps our mucosa quite healthy. Exercising, maybe having some good cardio activity, and this is one thing which most of them don't speak of, most of the doctors, but having some good breathing exercises like pranayama every day, probably 10 minutes in the morning and evening, does really help. At home, of course, if someone is already smoking, if he can help himself to see smoking, yes, he would also help himself. Maybe avoiding some repellents at home and agarbattis, etc. This
Yeah.
might also help solutions back at home. Yeah.
And do you think air purifiers help?
Yeah, air purifiers. Yes, of course. I mean, I didn't mention that maybe because not everybody could probably afford it. But if someone can afford it, yes, having air purifiers at home, probably for individuals like small, younger individuals, or probably the pregnant women at home, yeah, it might probably really help them. I mean, it depends on where we are at. Bangalore, okay, I think we can manage without air purifiers as well.
Okay. And I want to ask
Yeah.
you something. A lot of people laugh at me for this. Since my voice is something that I got to take care of, I haven't had an ice cream or a cold beverage in about 7 years. Do you think that affects your throat?
Yeah, it does. I mean, again, it depends whether you are getting affected by a COVID product. I mean, we do, yeah, we do. We
Yeah,
do. We have a lot of individuals who have like one ice cream and they're probably, affected by a lot of. I mean, this is not again for
that's
everyone.
me.
Like,
That's me.
yeah, that's you. So if you are someone already who's getting affected, I of course can't deprive you of an ice cream because probably everybody likes it. So
Yeah.
I can probably just give you a small tip. If it works, it's great. But have an ice cream and then probably help yourself gargle with warm water and drink good amount of warm water.
And then,
Maybe we do actually give this to certain, at least kids. A lot
yeah.
of parents, it's like, no, he already, especially in summer, and they are crying over for ice creams, and we actually do suggest this, and they are happy with
Okay.
this.
All right. I'm going to try that. Hopefully, I don't fall sick. But anyways, Dr. Suhasini, thank you so much for
Yeah, yeah.
giving us
Thank
a
you,
medical
Rohit.
standpoint, giving us tips about how to keep ourselves safe in this toxic, polluted environment. Have a wonderful day ahead, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.